sorry. What I say to you, don't say that within me. So this is true. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You're marvelous. Yes, I know, sorry. Better.
Ready.
As you can see, I'm not used to do that. So, good evening, my name is Anne, as Maureen said. And this is my second time doing storytelling, so yes, I'm a bit stressed. And there's 3 cameras up there. That's too much. They are 3 because last time I forget, I was so stressed, I forget to push on the button. So, yeah, I know. So last time I talked about being a big girl and things about intimacy and sex and things like that. But I can't talk about sex every time. So I'm going to talk about also judgment and the fear we can have, and this is such a big thing. There's so much to say about it, so it's not hard for me to find some way to start that. So I'm just going to tell you some things that happened to me when I was like 20 years old. And I was with this guy who was my boyfriend for 14 years. And there was a big dinner at his work, and he was new there. So they could be wife and girlfriend. So he bring me. And that was kind of strange because, oh, thank you. I didn't know anybody, and I ended up sitting in a corner next to a guy who didn't even say good evening to me, not a word during the whole dinner. Because I think he was not happy to have a fat girl just sitting there. And there's a lot of people who, when they see big people, just don't want to have anything to do with us. So they just don't, they are just acting like we're not there. But I saw you doing the face like, oh, that's so bad. But you know what? That's a good thing, because we know they are assholes. We are not losing time trying to talk to them and spending hours, days, sometimes weeks or months to end up knowing that, oh, why am I talking to this guy? So that's a really big thing about being fat sometimes, is we are not losing time with those kind of people. But the thing is, during that night, I was there, you know, it was a work thing. So I didn't go really as myself because I wanted that to look good for my boyfriend at the time. And in fact, I was kind of feeling invisible all night, not just because that guy was not talking to me. After, we decided to go into a pub, and there was a girl, I don't remember her name, so I'm sorry to say someone called Sophie, but I'm going to call her Sophie. I hope there's no Sophie around here. No good. I've got nothing against Sophie, I've got good friends called Sophie, but whatever. So, and she was kind of turning around my man. And I couldn't believe it. And as I was not feeling really great after all dinner, not having to talk to anybody, just my plate, well, I just let it pass. And we talked about that with my boyfriend at the time. He didn't even realize, because there's a guy like that who don't even see when people are trying. So here comes time when Sophie is doing a party at her place, like a few weeks after, because she changed flat. And I decided to change my attitude and change the way I was dressing to go there. So I wanted to go like kind of an Amazon warrior to send her a message like, okay, I can be cool, I can be nice, but don't mess with me, you really don't want to. And at that time, I was a little bit gothic, so completely different than what you can see now. I was 20, almost a teenager. And I came with skinny jeans and boots with platform like that, and some kind of spike. So you can imagine I'm already tall, I'm big, and I was already big at that time, so when you open the door to a little flat, then suddenly you've got this gigantic girl looking with those big butts that I love, and they are dead. Sadly, I was 20, it was like 20 years ago. So I think when she opened the door, suddenly she saw me, because after she didn't saw me, I was not feeling good. And just changing my attitude changed everything. And all night, I had a really nice night. I remember talking with a lot of people, but she changed attitude. She didn't even try again to get near to my man at the time. And I think she was kind of afraid. I don't know. I don't know if it was the black thing or the spike, I don't know. And this is something I've been doing since that time. When I'm going somewhere and I'm afraid, because I was afraid to go to that place, like I'm afraid tonight to talk about it. I've got friends here, but I don't know most of you, so it's always frightening to do this kind of thing. So I spent so much time thinking about what I was going to wear. And this is something I've done a lot. Like a few weeks ago with Robert, we went to this event called Gallery of ID, and you missed it. You should have known he was on stage. It was amazing, and a lot of amazing people. And I was there for the support and also for networking. So they had a dress code called Red Carpet. You were there too. And so I came with this red dress. Woo! And
Sexy,
like, you know, like people can't see me enough. No, I needed to go with a red dress to be sure that everybody was going to notice me. I was there for networking, people. But it's kind of insane because I shouldn't have to think what I'm going to wear is going to help me do anything. I should count about who I am, what I'm doing, what I can say, what I've done before. This is what should be important. So this is completely stupid, and I've been doing that all my life, and I'm still doing it right now. You know, I didn't choose a Kiss My Curve just because I think it was nice. It was also a statement because in my work I'm also a body positive advocate. I've been doing a website for the last 18 years. So it's in French, so if there are people talking French, I can give you the name. But, and yes, it's crazy because, in fact, I should just think about who I am and put my worth in those things. And I'm not just misplacing my worth with clothes and things. I've done it also with people. I had another relationship, I do not have just one. And I was feeling really, really, really great with that guy, and I was feeling like with him I could do anything. He was treating me so well the time it lasted. And when it ended up, suddenly I felt like I couldn't get over the breakup, and I didn't understand during a really, really long time. And the thing is, when he was away, suddenly it was like I was nothing. Because instead of looking at what I was capable of by myself, I thought I could do that just because he was looking at me like that. But when he went away, I felt like I was nothing, and I was not nothing. This is another crazy thing. I'm not the only one to do that. Maybe some of you have been doing things like that. And, you know, we are so afraid about how people are going to think about us, how they are going to judge us. But in the end, if you go somewhere and people are judging you in the worst way you can imagine, what is it really going to change? You know, those people, they are not in your life. You are, for example, if they are not going to let strangers come into your house and choose the paint in your room. So why are we doing that with our own life and who we are? So there's a few things that we maybe can remember to just not be so afraid all the time. As I can be, as most of us can be, well, maybe not all the time, but in some moments. Like, remember that, you know, time is passing and nothing is going to stay. Even if you come tonight with some eggs and you start trying to send those eggs on to me, well, tomorrow you're not going to follow me everywhere. This is nothing that is not going to last. And maybe you will not even remember what I said. Maybe you will not even remember me because we've got limited space there. So with time, whatever is happening to you, even if it's really bad at the moment, it's going to pass. It's going to pass. And okay, anyway, people are going to judge. I'm judging. You're judging. We are all judging. I'm French. We are so champion about that. You know that more with French, no, we love to criticize all the time. That's kind of the big game. So, and you know what? It's not that bad thing because as long as you judge, but you talk about it and you put some compassion and some context, you can like kind of, it's like kryptonite, you know, like suddenly the judgment is not that bad and it can be helpful and it can help you get better. And also, you know, just accept it. Even if they want to say, like this guy who didn't talk to me during a whole night, what can I do? Am I going to force him just to talk to me? No, this would be insane. So just accept it because there's always people everywhere who are not going to like you, who are going to think about you. Anything. It can be my size, it can be because I'm blonde, it can be I've got this friend who had something with her eyes and people were judging her because of that. And she was skinny and she was not blonde and she was completely the opposite physically, but still they could find something. There's always something. So whatever, let them judge. And maybe just don't think about what people are going to think about you, but think about what you are thinking about yourself. That's the most important thing. Because we forget a lot of that, about the judgment we have about ourselves and how maybe we can see ourselves better. And we can always start by doing some kind of list, like 3 best quality and 3 biggest flaws we've got, and start there. And maybe after time, well, just understand that we are all going anyway to have this kind of thing, and fear is part of life, and just go over it. That's it. Just wanted to say, I've got this website with French, but I've just started a new one with part in English and will be also in French. I'm going to talk about body positivity and also things about Barcelona, so it's brand new. I just asked Google to put them on the church yesterday, so you can't even find it like that, but it's called Anne and Friends. So I will try to put the link with you. So I hope you will come there. There's just 3 articles there. One is just a welcome article, but it's just a start. It will grow. I promise it will grow. And I hope I will see you on my blog one day, and I will come back.
Well done, Anne. Love the outfit, by the way.
Yeah, so do I.